What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to episode 9 of the Moviegoers Live Show. This is a thing I've been doing on my channel like for the past month, and I've really enjoyed doing this to get some awesome content creators onto the channel to get to know them better, and also have my viewers get to know them better. So this is going to be a lot of fun here tonight, you guys. But tonight's guest is a great content creator that does episode and movie reactions, and also does awesome movie reviews and live streams. So, and also a new face of the channel once again. So that's kind of the thing with this little show. I like to get some new faces onto the channel. So welcome to the channel, Mr. Larry of Chillyboy Productions. How's it going, Larry?
Hi, it's going all right. Obviously, getting ready. Also getting nervous for tonight's Avalanche game, but we're good. We're good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, isn't it Avalanche week in your area, dude? Like,
yeah. I'm sorry. What was that?
wasn't it like hockey Avalanche week this week for you?
Yeah, it's Avs and Nuggets are both in the playoffs right now for Denver, and so Nuggets we're into the second round, the next round, but the Avalanche play tonight, so it should be
nice. Fun. I mean, hoping it goes well, man. Hopefully, Colorado gets to pull it off. So, yeah. So, yeah, let's fingers crossed, man. That's all I'm saying. Just keep your fingers crossed.
Yes. Definitely will be having my fingers crossed. Doing all the little like luck charms I know of, at least. So we'll see.
Exactly. So, but how's your day, man?
It's been all right. Just work, fun day jobs. It's always a good time during the week, but gotta make money somehow. So that's been pretty much it. This week is slow on movies because AMC did a lot of early screening or early access showings of pretty much everything that comes out this weekend. So I got to see that all last week through the little AMC stuff. So it's a little bit slower of a week.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a good month though. Like for movies though, I'll give you that. We've had a good month. Like it's definitely better than what February was, because I don't even want to talk about what happened in February.
Yeah, it's been pretty like nonstop. They're releasing like 3-4 movies a weekend right now. It's hard to keep up.
Yeah, because I mean in March we actually had some good movies in March. I mean, we had Creed 3, Scream 6, John Wick 4, Dungeons and Dragons. And now this month we had Super Mario Brothers, we had Renfield and Evil Dead.
Yeah.
And this weekend, I'm still planning on it. I'm going to go see Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. So
I liked it.
Yeah, you got to see it early, dude.
Yeah. I also liked Polite Society that comes out this weekend. I thought that was good as well. So
my theater's not going to get it. So so I got to wait till streaming, unfortunately. But I mean, my theater doesn't usually get smaller movies. They mostly get the big stuff. So
okay. Yeah, I'm blessed, I guess, in that sense. I have a lot of theaters within like 30 minutes of me. So if one isn't playing it, another one is. And I have like 2 theaters within 30 minutes that have 24 screens. So usually those AMCs play like everything.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm gonna be right back for just a second. So I'm just gonna, because my dad needs me downstairs for a minute. So if you want to tell the chat a little bit about yourself, go right ahead, man.
Sounds good. Hello, The View with Drew and Jared Runner. Thanks for stopping in today and let's see what is going on here. But I'm Larry from the channel Chillyboy Productions. And as he said, I do a lot of reactions over there, though recently we're on a little bit of a reaction dry spell. They just take so long to edit that getting them out has been quite the fun experience. But currently reacting to Game of Thrones with Tyler Calvert, who's also here on YouTube and part of the movie space. He's never seen it before. I have, and we're getting to the fun and exciting part of Game of Thrones. We're in season 7, almost over season 7. But I'm actually looking to react to a couple other things, so let's hope, including that new Peter and Wendy movie. I think I might just go for a reaction on that. I guess we shall see. But other than that, I do movie reviews. As I said, I do have just reviewed Hey God, Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. Hey God, it's me. As well as the Polite Society Sisu, which is also coming out this weekend. Went over there and saw that at the Regal Mystery Monday movies. Any of y'all do those? I've been doing the last 2 at least, and I got tickets for the one coming up next week. I think it's going to be Hypnotic. That's my guess. Is Hypnotic is going to be the next Regal Mystery Monday. But we'll see. I'll be there. Hopefully some other folks are going to be there too. I think they've been pretty fun. But yeah, it's been a good time seeing all these movies at these early AMC screenings that they've been doing. So, Luke, well, this is very true with Tyler. The Nuggets and the Avalanche have been keeping me about ready to have a heart attack. So it's actually a miracle that I am here on camera today after the last several nights between the Avalanche and the Denver Nuggets. I think there's a conspiracy between my home teams to literally kill me. It's been like overtime after overtime, back and forth. The Nuggets last night win by a single point, almost blew it. It's been too much. It's been too much. The life of a sports fan, y'all, is not for the faint of heart. Okay, if you are into any sport out there, you know it is not for the faint of heart. Especially when your teams like to take it down to the wire each and every week. Oof. Tyler knows a little bit about that, being a Ravens fan. It's not for the weak of heart. I guess thankfully, I don't know, the Broncos last year were so bad most of the time that I didn't really have heart attacks for the second half of the season, certainly because weren't really that close. So weren't really in contention for anything either. Not like the Nuggets and the Avalanche right now, who are both in contention for a championship in the playoffs. But we'll see how that goes. Hopefully, get that reaction going soon. It's just been so much. Again, we've had 4 movie releases a weekend these past 2 weeks. We had Renfield, we had The Covenant, we had Evil Dead Rise last week. We had Chevalier came out last weekend too. So it was like 4. Beau is Afraid came out. All of them came out last weekend. Now I haven't seen Chevalier and I haven't seen Beau is Afraid, but I've seen the other 3, and then this weekend we've got Margaret, we've got the damn Sisu, we've got Polite Society, and then I'm seeing George Foreman tomorrow. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. But the plight of a movie fan that watches pretty much everything that goes to theaters, I suppose, huh? I'll be seeing that George Foreman movie that has such an insanely long and ridiculous title. I can't even remember the full title. I remember it's like The Comeback of George Foreman, the champion who was and has been and will be. I don't know. It's an insane title for George Foreman. But I'll be seeing that tomorrow. My grandma loves boxing movies, so we're gonna see the boxing movie, I suppose. But I still need to catch up on Beau is Afraid, even though I've heard nothing but really divisive stuff from it. And then we get a little bit of a break because then it's just Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 next weekend. Everything else is moving out of the way for Marvel. And I'm hoping to see that Friday at the fan screening thing that they're doing in IMAX. So, hopefully I'll get that out of the way as well. And then next week, maybe I'll be able to take lunch breaks at my job too. That's the other problem with editing the reaction. A lot of times I work on my lunch break editing reaction specifically because they take so long to edit. And over the last 2 weeks at my job, I just haven't taken lunch breaks like any day. Just worked literally from the start all the way to close. So without lunch breaks, it's made editing even longer. Jared Renner, I don't blame you for being way behind on stuff. It's been nuts. 2023 is what I thought 2022 actually was going to be, if I'm being honest, because last year I expected just an onslaught of movies coming out as we came more and more out of the pandemic, as all these movies that were delayed started to finally release. But it feels like 2023 has really been the year that that's taken place, because I don't know what's been going on, but we've had a ton of new releases constantly throughout the first portion of this year. So that is, yeah, I'm falling behind too. Lance Jackson, thanks so much for stopping in. Luke had to step out for a moment, and hopefully we'll be back here shortly. But who doesn't love a good old game of classic Pac-Man, huh? And James Brown. RIP to Chadwick Boseman, who played a wonderful James Brown in that biopic, even though the biopic was kind of just okay. Oh, that's another movie I missed. The Golden Record movie, the one about Motown. I missed that too. So, and I love Motown, y'all. Motown is like my jam. That's one of my favorite. It's not really a genre, since Motown Records is literally just a record label, but you know what I mean. When you say Motown, there's a specific sound and a specific era of music that comes to mind. And no, Tyler, we ain't grilling. I don't have a grill. I don't have a little George Foreman grill. We did used to. My mom used to bust out that little George Foreman all the time. All that grease coming out to the little thing at the front. The little grease catcher from your George Foreman grill. Now it would be like a Beyond or Impossible burger for me, even though actually we grilled up at my job today. So it is what it is. But what is everybody seeing this weekend with so many choices out, with so many options? What are the people watching at the movie theaters this coming weekend? What did y'all watch last weekend? With so much going on. Do y'all have A-list? That's really the only way I'm keeping up. Is thankfully I have AMC A-list, or I guess if you have some Regal Unlimited. I don't know how else people keep up with all these new releases if you don't have some sort of program. We need the George Foreman grill popcorn bucket. So AMC, mind you, sorry, this is going to be a segue. Obviously, I love a good popcorn bucket. My collection is getting a little bit too much. So that's another thing I do on my channel. I'll show off all the little popcorn buckets I buy in shorts. I do short reviews over there. It's a good time. So come on over. Say hi so we can talk about movies. But I looked on the AMC merch website because I'm always browsing over there, especially since I didn't get the damn, 20-sided die for Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, I'm still salty. I am still salty. I did not get that die popcorn bucket for Dungeons and Dragons. So I'm just perusing the site. They're still sold out. No restock or nothing. And I look, they have a new Guardians of the Galaxy tab up there. So I clicked, bloop, I click the Guardians tab, and they don't have a bucket up right now. So I don't know. I presume because they literally, I'm over here backward. They've been doing a lot of really cool buckets for the Marvel movies. We have this. There was that light up one for Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I have the light up Ant-Man helmet from Quantumania earlier this year. Right now, they don't have a popcorn bucket up on the website. They just have a Rocket Raccoon sandwich box, like a small lunch box that you just put a sandwich into. So I don't know. That seems a little bit odd to me that we're doing a sandwich box instead of a popcorn box or bucket or whatnot. Has anyone heard what the Guardians bucket's going to be at AMC or Cinemark or any of those locations? What are we getting for merch when it comes to Guardians at the movie theaters? They've got to do something, right? I mean, it's Marvel. I'm also a big Keenan Thompson fan. Movies I saw last week: Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, Scream 6, and the Mario movie. I mean, that's a nice crop, Lance. That is a nice crop. I absolutely love Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. I thought it was fantastic, so I hope you enjoyed. Obviously, I mean, as you see all around me, I'm all about that Scream life. I'm a mega Scream fan. Scream 6, it hit Paramount Plus, it hit digital. So if you haven't seen Scream 6 and you have Paramount, head on over. It's now streaming, so that's available. And then Mario, I mean, that thing is about to hit 1 billion this week, y'all. This weekend, I think Mario's getting to that $1 billion mark, and it'll be the first film of 2023 to hit $1 billion. So it's been going nuts. I know Luke loved that movie maybe a little bit more than I did. I liked Mario. Don't kill me, but it's not at the top of my list. That's for sure. I still need to see Suzume. Oh, Jared, get out and see Suzume. I loved it. I thought it was so good. I actually prefer Suzume to Weathering with You, and I love Weathering with You. I know it's a little bit more divisive amongst people. Some people don't love it as much. I love it, but I loved Suzume even more. Not quite as much as Your Name. Now, I won't say that. I still think Your Name is my favorite. I haven't seen the Garden Wall film from like what was it 2008. So I'm not an Ultimate Shinkai fan over here, but out of his last three, Suzume's really good. And them damn Radwimps, oh, their scores are always just so fantastic. Cinemark has a really ugly Groot popcorn bucket. Oh, I don't know, that new Groot design, I'm really hoping it settles in once you're watching the film. But that, like, I don't know, beefy looking, like, thick neck Groot. It has me a little concerned. I'm like, I need baby Groot, like where he's real cute and small, or I need Groot from the first Guardians film at this point. Look, we could skip over this weird Vin Diesel Groot. They were like, hey, Vin, we're going to actually model Groot in Guardians 3 after your physical body. No, no. That's the niche. I don't know how I'm feeling about it, but where is like baby Rocket plush? That's what I need. That little tiny baby Rocket before he turns into actual Rocket when he's just a little raccoon. I think that's the kind of plush I need. The merch for Guardians 3. Otherwise, who knows? Maybe they need to hand out like a little tear catcher, like just instead of a popcorn bucket, they just give you this tiny little cup, like they did for Puss in Boots. That little tiny cup that they handed out for Puss in Boots, they need to hand that out so you can catch your tears as all of our favorite Guardians die, because it's about to happen. At least one death. I'll be stunned if all of the Guardians survive out of this third film. Okay. I haven't watched any of the new material though. I'm at the point of like, you know, dipping and dodging all of the new stuff that's coming out for Guardians of the Galaxy 3 because I already know I'm in and I don't need to see any more. But I'm hyped for Guardians. Are y'all hyped? I know we're talking a lot about superhero fatigue and how Marvel is not the powerhouse they once were at the box office. Now, that's not to say Marvel doesn't open big because they always open with a huge opening. Ant-Man, I think they're actually on a 6-movie streak of $100 million openings. We have Ant-Man, we have Wakanda Forever, we have Thor: Love and Thunder, Multiverse of Madness. Was it No Way Home before Multiverse of Madness? It was No Way Home, right? So that's 5. Okay, 5 in a row. $100 million openings, and I presume it's about to be 6 with Guardians 3. But after that $100 million opening, the problem with Marvel right now is they're taking big second week and third week drops. The magic that used to be the Marvel formula was that they would hold really well because everyone loved it. Everyone wanted to go back and watch it and watch it. And instead, they're just watching it one and then done. The only movies I can't stand is 3D because I have a DVD of Shrek 3D. I've never been one for 3D either, Lance. It gives me a headache. I'm one of those. I think because I can see double vision with how my eyes are. Oop. And yeah, that 3D kicks the double vision in and gives me a headache. So not really a fan of 3D, but I think they have an early access showing through AMC's for The Little Mermaid in at least Dolby, but I think also in IMAX, and I think they're going to force me to see it in 3D. Meanwhile, the stuff I've seen from The Little Mermaid, the only part I'm excited about is Halle Berry, or Halle Bailey, not Miss Berry this time, Halle Bailey, singing Part of Your World. She just sounds so amazing. But the rest of it, what are we doing? What are your thoughts on the new Flash trailer? I'm gonna be honest, Jared. That's another one I've kind of avoided. I saw the first trailer. I liked the first trailer. Um, I'm still in a weird place with the Flash, with the star and everything. So we'll see. But the still shots I saw yesterday, because they were kind of unavoidable. I actually have the Flash muted on Twitter right now because I didn't want to see first reactions. I'm one of those people. I try so hard to go into things as blind as I possibly can. I don't like first reactions. I don't like to see reviews. I don't like to see any of that before I go into a movie if I can help it. But if you're in this movie space, it's impossible. So of course I saw like the clip of Michael Keaton, and then I saw just little bits and pieces and stills from the trailer. The CG and the effects are looking a little bit wonky from still shots. Now they probably look better because that's always the case, right? Twitter likes to take screenshots or screen grabs of really out of context stuff and post it and then make the whole movie look terrible when in reality that's like a 2-second, blink and you miss it moment. But from what I've seen so far, we'll see. I'm still optimistic. I hope that the Flash is good, but I'm nervous. I'm nervous. James Cameron, listen, James, let the 3D go. I blame James Cameron actually for like the not Guardians, Ant-Man going to 3D and now Little Mermaid and all this. Oh, we had finally kind of moved on, and then James Cameron and Avatar brought it all right back with his 3D. And that little, honestly, I don't know. I don't think anyone who grew up on the Disney classics has loved these live action remakes. So, I don't know. I'm not excited for The Little Mermaid, to be honest, but it's not for the same reason all the incels aren't excited, all the like racism and the toxic discourse that I can't stand. I'm not excited because, well, the graphics look horrible and they have once again sucked all of the life out of the animal characters. They said we need hyperrealism instead of personality and expression that makes the originals and makes animation in by and large so special. Like that Lion King movie, they just literally sucked the soul out of the Lion King by making them look really good. I mean, they looked like lions to a fault. They looked like lions. But they all make $1 billion. I'm pretty sure The Little Mermaid is probably going to make $1 billion too. Just like, even if it's like Aladdin, where it opened okay, but gradually just kept going and going and going. Aladdin had these insane legs at the box office. And it just legged its way. But Beauty and the Beast made $1 billion. The Lion King made $1 billion. So I bet The Little Mermaid is so beloved of an animated film from Disney. I am sure that it will make $1 billion at the box office as well. But there's been a lot coming out from CinemaCon, and if I'm being honest with y'all, it's been hard to keep up for me. I don't know. I don't rush to trailers either. So I saw like what we have a new Pierrot movie that has a trailer out from CinemaCon. I've heard a little bit of the news for like Barbie or the news for Dune. Um, but yeah, I missed that. I missed what was that other trailer that just debuted? That the Pedro Pascal and Ethan Hawke. That's a trailer I am gonna watch. I was just at work, so I missed it. But I will be watching that trailer because I'm so hyped for that Pedro Pascal, Ethan Hawke, Brokeback Mountain, whatever that short film is that's coming to Cannes. I'm really excited for that. Other than that, CinemaCon, WB probably has had the best presentation. Like just calling it real. Hi, Movies and Train Studios. Welcome. Luke stepped out for a minute. So I'm kind of just rambling and talking about films. Right now, we're talking a little bit about CinemaCon and what's been going on over there. I know that they screened The Flash, and I muted it, so I didn't have to see all those first reactions. Except I didn't mute the Flash movie, hashtag the Flash movie. So a few of them will come through anyway. That's the problem. You never know what to mute, and then somebody will like spell something wrong in their tweet. And then you'll be forced to see it anyway. So, oh no. I try to mute and it never seems to completely work for me. Well, thank you, Lance. I appreciate that. I like obviously Good Burger with Keenan Thompson. I like Good Burger. Can't wait for Good Burger 2. And Val Albert is my favorite movie with Keenan when he comes out of the TV. Yeah, I think, Good Burger is one of those classics. It's like a 90s staple for so many. Who doesn't love Good Burger? Just like a fun, funny, good time that just reminds me of growing up in my childhood. Hopefully, Good Burger 2 is fun. These long awaited sequels, these legacy sequels, as they've been called, very hit or miss, very hit or miss. So we'll see. When it comes to Good Burger 2, I'm always skeptical and a bit nervous. So we'll see. And then Fat Albert. I like the OG Fat Albert, the old school cartoon from back in the day. Obviously didn't grow up too much on Fat Albert. I know Fat Albert from what it is, from what I've seen on the low, but yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time. But yes, it should be fun. All of these big announcements coming out of CinemaCon and upcoming sequels, upcoming reboots is still the years and the times of the sequel and the reboot. So we shall see, I guess, what comes of it. We'll see what comes of Disney's slate. They've got a lot still going on. I'm interested to see what they do with their future plan. Obviously, with real life tragedy striking, basically, real life situation that affected, apparently multiple women, unfortunately, with one of their stars. Where does that leave them and how do they course correct? Because they've really banked on one character being the through line. Of course, we have James Gunn over at DC. He's really touting how The Flash is just this absolutely amazing film. We'll see, first of all, but if The Flash is this amazing film that he loves so much, what do they do moving forward with that controversial star in the lead of that series? How does that affect the rest of the cast? Because I heard Gal Gadot, her cameo is included, Wonder Woman is included, that her being cut from the film was just a rumor. And then she's also going to be in Aquaman, according to the Shazam 2 cast, who said that, she was on the set of Aquaman. So if she's not coming back, seems kind of odd to have a year full of cameo performances from her, and then ditch her once more. So we'll see. Plus, I mean, it's a good reset point, I think, for the universe if they do it with the Flash, I guess, because of Flashpoint. But what does that mean for like Ben Affleck? All of it, the whole deal. And then I'm excited for Blue Beetle, our first live action Latino superhero. Being a Latino myself, hey, I'm hyped for Blue Beetle. I'm obviously so excited for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, our Latino superhero. Period. It's Afro Latino, and we love to see it. I love to see that Spanish talk in the trailer too, and they really kind of showcase his dual identity. Right.
Yep, I'm back. Sorry it took me so long.
Welcome back.
Yeah, and I see a lot of people are in here, so
just been rambling on.
yes. Yeah, again, I'm sorry it took me so long. So
That's not good.
let's see. Lance is in here, big Tina Thompson fan. So last week I saw Puss in Boots' Last Wish with Scream 6 and the Mario movie. Nice. Still needs to see Suzume. Well, Jared's a big anime guy, so of course he needs to.
I think everyone needs to see it.
Yeah. Cinemark has a really great, really ugly group popcorn bucket. My theater's not doing that.
That's why I was asking if anyone had heard of what popcorn buckets are being released for Guardians.
Yeah, my theater can't do. My theater doesn't do that. Like, be more disappointed in me because I can't really take his ego very seriously.
Ooh,
James Cameron.
Yep.
His ego just rubs me the wrong way. Like, oh yeah, you can take a bathroom break anytime you want because you're gonna come back and see the parts you missed. How do you know?
By the way, I only saw Avatar 2 once in theaters.
Good.
Sorry.
Good. That's how many. Because I didn't want to see it twice. I didn't want to have my butt sore for 6 hours.
Yeah, it's fine.
But
I thought it was fine.
Yeah, that's why I gave it to Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. That's why I saw that film twice.
Yes.
Thoughts on the new Flash trailer? Well, I did not watch the new Flash trailer.
Yeah, we're on the same page there.
No, I'm honestly not really looking forward to that movie, to be honest with you.
It's a conflicting situation there.
Yep. Oh no, Tyler, why do you got to do Larry like that?
Oh, that character poster was terrible.
I mean, good cast though, but again, the CGI very much so looks unfinished.
Yeah, I feel bad for Haley because I feel like she's gonna get a lot of undeserved hate when it's not her fault why the movie's looking a hot mess.
Clearly. And then Movies and Train Studios is in here. What is going on, my friend? Subscribe to the channel with Keenan Thompson. Oh, Good Burger. Oh, God, Good Burger. Sequel is way too late, man. The sequel is way too late.
Yeah. We'll see. Hopefully, maybe they got some magic, but I'm envisioning something like Hocus Pocus 2 or something. So we'll see.
That one was bad. Like, that was bad. Like,
I felt like I was nicer to Hocus Pocus 2 than most other people.
like, it's a complete rehash of the first film, and they try to make the witches like redeemable characters.
Yeah.
They killed children.
They
murdered children.
It's a relatable plight, I'd say.
Why would they do that, though? Seriously, like, why would they do that?
Yeah.
Did they just go off the Don't Breathe 2 formula where basically they have the blind man become the good guy?
Listen, I hated Don't Breathe 2 so much. Don't get me started. That was actually my least favorite movie the year it came out. So
Really?
I hated Don't Breathe 2. I thought it was actually repulsive from a moral standpoint. I thought it was pretty repulsive to make him the hero after what he did in that first film.
I respect it. But as long as you can just try to throw a little bit of logic out the window, I can just enjoy that movie enough for what it is. Like
Yeah.
it's, I can't, but I can admit it's not a very good movie. Like
No. I said
it's
that
not.
it's always so disappointing when you get like a good first film in a horror franchise and then they try to do a sequel like Sinister. I love, and then Sinister 2 is just terrible. Oh,
And they had the same writers from the first Sinister, both Scott Derrickson and C. Robert Cargill.
and we don't know what happened. I don't know what went down,
Maybe
but that sequel was terrible.
maybe because they actually got like a grade B director or something like that. I have no
Ugh,
idea.
yeah.
Because seriously, like where is it? I have it right
The
here.
Strangers, that's another one. The Strangers I love. Strangers Prey at
Love.
Night. Ugh.
There's Sinister. And speaking of the Strangers, I got it.
Yeah.
Why also? Because you were home.
Yeah, so good. So good.
I love this movie. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Sequel sucks. Sorry, Johannes Roberts, but you need to make better movies.
It looked cool. At least that one, I was like, okay, the neon stuff looks kind of cool, but oof, the rest of it, not good.
I mean, if the characters are dumb in The Strangers, you've never seen Prey at Night. Because the characters are even dumber. Like
Horrible. It's horrible.
not a good movie. I don't hate Sinister 2, but it's just not nearly as good or as scary as the first. It's bad. Like
I really don't.
thankfully, Scott Derrickson came back in the director's chair and was like, you know what? I'm gonna make better movies. So he made, because then the year after Sinister 2 came out, he made Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
And then 6 years later, like if he stayed on to direct Multiverse of Madness, we would have not have gotten this movie.
It's true.
I love this movie so much. Like,
We love you in horror, Scott Derrickson. We love you over here in the horror world.
it's the horror world is where you belong, my friend. Love The Black Phone.
Yeah.
I actually just rewatched that again earlier today. I think that was my 7th time watching it.
Wow. Well, it's set here, though it wasn't filmed here. So it's not filmed in Denver, Colorado.
If it was filmed there, that would have been great. Like you actually would have been able to meet Mason Thames.
Yeah. I forget where it was filmed, but not here.
Again, dude, that would be so cool. Like if it was actually filmed in Denver, you'd actually get to be able to meet Scott Derrickson in person, like during filming.
And I do agree with movies and trains. The thing with the Halle stuff.
Thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah, what I hate with the marketing for all of these live action remakes, with all the princess ones, anyway, they did it with Belle and Emma Watson. They did it with Mulan. They do it with all of them. And now they're doing it here again with The Little Mermaid. Is they kind of feel the need to drag the original through the mud. Like they start talking about how the original princess is horrible and we're going to make her awesome. Oh, Aladdin, Naomi Scott and them also did it with Aladdin. And they just, I don't know, they really talk down about the animated
They do
classic.
not capture the magic of the original. They don't.
Yeah. And
I mean, I enjoy some of those remakes for what they are. Like just, if I can, like sometimes I just need to just disregard some of the stuff that they say and just enjoy the movie.
Yeah.
That's why I enjoyed the live action Aladdin for enough for what it was. It's not bad. I mean, and I liked and I really enjoyed the Beauty and the Beast movie. Like,
okay.
I really enjoyed that movie, but that was way before I knew actually what happened, like what Emma Watson was saying about the film. Like,
and that was so weird. I don't know. Belle is such a empowered princess already that all the stuff they said was kind of strange. I don't know. I love the classic. The original Beauty and Beast is my favorite animated film. So
nice.
So hearing all them talk smack about that, and now I see it with the Little Mermaid again. So I'm kind of like, oh gosh. Like you said, it literally saved Disney. It saved the company from going under.
And then literally they have the runtime be 2 hours, like over 2 hours, and it's like, what can you possibly extend to make this better? Yeah. Like, what can you possibly do? Like, I mean, like sometimes, like when they go longer, it sometimes can be better. Like, look at the Guardians movies; each one of them gets longer, but sometimes they actually are awesome still. Like,
yeah, but Dumbo went from an hour movie to over 2 hours for no reason. There was no reason for Dumbo to be as long as it was.
No, I agree with you. There's no way. I mean, because look at Guardians of the Galaxy. Like Volume 3 is going to be 2.5 hours.
I hope it's good. I really hope it's good.
The first reactions are saying so. So let's keep our fingers crossed.
I never
man.
trust the first reaction on a superhero movie. I have to admit, never trust them. Just like with the Flash right now, they're going ham. Suddenly, it's the best movie ever made. It's the best thing since the Dark Knight. That's what I hear every time. So we'll see. We'll see.
When seriously, when literally, we literally have some better movies like that are already out this year, like John Wick Chapter 4. Like, or what else do we got? I'll go ahead and admit it. The Super Mario Brothers movie. I'm sure I'm gonna love the Super Mario Brothers movie even more than the Flash. Like,
I don't know. We'll see. I'm looking more forward to Blue Beetle than I am the Flash personally. So,
my guy, thank you. I'm so excited for Blue Beetle. That trailer was really good. I really like that trailer.
Me too.
Let's see. Disney's first thought. Let's add in a subplot about the Black Plague.
Yeah. So weird.
That sounds like the weirdest thing that they could possibly ever do. Like, oh man.
Oh, and then they added in that weird thing. See, in the Beauty and the Beast, where they can like see into the like whatever with that ball, where they can like see her mother and like whatever with Beauty and the Beast, Belle and her dad.
Oh God,
it's too much. And the only ones that haven't done that is like Cinderella. They didn't feel the need to like drag the original through the mud, and I felt like they more or less captured the spirit of Cinderella as a character. Or like the Jungle Book. They had nothing bad to say about the Jungle Book, and they just captured what made the first one. And what the Jungle Book did so well compared to Little Mermaid and The Lion King is that they made the animals look real, but they still gave them like faces that could move and express. Like if you look at Bagheera versus Simba, Bagheera is a lot more expressive in his face, whereas Simba is just dead.
Yeah, because real life lions are just like in real life are just completely emotionless.
Yeah, so
and it's just it defeats the point. Like it defeats the point of actually having your emotion in the film. Like,
it's animated. That's why I'm not excited for this How to Train Your Dragon live action. I just am so why I don't know.
Honestly, when I heard about them doing a How to Train Your Dragon live action movie, at first I was actually kind of buying into the idea because I mean it's got the same filmmaker behind it, so I was like, okay, good. But then when I thought about it, because then I already think that DreamWorks is gonna try to like tread Disney and just basically do live action remakes of like their other movies, and be like because I thought that if they would do like Shrek or something like that, it would just literally be like really low budget costumes,
like the Shrek musical.
Yeah, exactly. Because I thought it would just be like a big guy wearing basically a Shrek outfit with a Shrek mask or something like that. Like, and it's just like, well, if you want to do that, why don't you just make your horror movie out of it? Like,
oh God, well then we'll get like Winnie the Pooh. What is it, Blood and Honey, or the Grinch horror movie they just did.
Look, the mean one I actually thought was a good idea because because if you look at the Grinch, like he hates Christmas. I mean, I could kind of see why he would become a slasher killer. But with Winnie the Pooh, look at this. Like, if you want to do that, like, what do you got to have some like childlike voice acting in there, just so that, like when Winnie the Pooh's stabbing somebody, oh bother. Something like that. Have some Winnie the Pooh signature kills, like where he puts a honey pot in somebody's head, smashes it with a hammer, drowns somebody in molten hot honey, or fills the honey pot with acid and just tosses the acid. Something like that. Like,
I mean, I have to admit, I didn't watch either one, so I don't know. I didn't watch
Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey I think is still by far the worst film of the year. Like,
oof.
I don't think there's any. I'm gonna be honest. You didn't see Fear from Deon Taylor this year?
No.
I just watched that film last night. That was bad. That was bad. Oh man, that was bad. Like, seriously, I don't even. From some promotional marketing, it looked good, but then it was like, but then the film just takes a giant shit on your face. Like,
oof. Yeah, no thanks. I'm good.
Yeah, basically how the drill sergeant would say in Full Metal Jacket, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah. Mm,
It's not good, man. Don't even waste your time with fear. It's
yeah.
really bad. I mean, same thing I would also say with the new Children of the Corn movie that just
Oh
came out
God.
recently.
Children of the Corn. I don't know how that franchise even continues. Like they're all bad.
Because
Like,
the I mean, I really like the first one though.
like the
I
first one is
really
good, and then literally after that is just terrible.
well, I mean, I'll be honest about this. I'm okay on the second one. The second one's
Mm.
fine. And 4 I think was actually pretty creative, like in my mind. I thought it was pretty creative, but everything else sucks.
Yeah, even the first one though isn't like beloved. Like there's a lot of people who think it's terrible. So like
Exactly.
that it's a bad
He
so
wants you too, Malachi.
yeah.
That
So
that's
why are
that
we
that's
doing this?
actually pretty creepy.
The same thing with Texas Chainsaw. That remake last year was terrible. That reboot, whatever. I mean, oh,
I cannot believe I liked that movie on first viewing. That film was bad.
it's
Like
because it has cool kills. I'll give it that. It has some
I'll give
really cool kills. Other
I
than
think
that,
my brain was off in the morning because I watched that film early in the morning before I left for work, and my brain was just completely off, and that's how I was able to enjoy it. But then I thought about it more, never watched it again. It's bad. Like
how I mean, that's one of the worst cases of just wasting your legacy character. Like, why even bring her back to use her like that? She was terrible.
and then you have some of the worst dialogue you'll ever hear in horror. Trying to think you're canceled, bro. Like, what is that?
No, it was. I mean, it was outside of the kills. There's like no value in that Texas Chainsaw.
There's no characters in that movie.
None.
There's
They're
no
terrible.
characters. That's
Yeah.
um like let's see. It's like you look and like seriously, the way that they do it, like at the end, I mean the bus scene was pretty cool though. I'll give it that. It has a good bus scene.
Yeah, that's what I
But
say.
then the
Like,
way that they
yeah,
end
the
the
kills
film
are
is
fun.
just
Oh my
but
god,
then
the
the way they
ending.
end the film is just abysmal. Like
I hollered. I mean, it was hilarious, but that's not really what you're supposed to feel, I don't think. So I was laughing. So that kind of shows you how ridiculous the end of that film is.
it's not good at all, man. Like
And now we have The Exorcist coming up. I'm trying. Oh God, it's David Gordon Green, and I would have been excited if this was 2019. And I had only seen Halloween 2018 from him, but after Halloween Kills, and then particularly after Halloween Ends, I don't know if I
uh
want him. I'm so nervous for this Exorcist movie. I don't care that Blair's coming back. I'm like, oh my gosh, no, 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 no.
I'm sorry, but I enjoyed all three of them.
Well, I mean, more
Look, I
good power
understand
to
like
you.
why look, man, I understand why people hate these two. Like I completely understand why. But just for me, like it's Halloween, so it's like it's these movies are kind of meant to turn your brain off. So
Well, that's why I'm okay with Kills. I actually don't hate Halloween Kills. I know a lot of people do. It's I think especially after watching Halloween Ends, it made me like Halloween Kills even more because I hated Halloween Ends. I'm sorry, I hated it, but I
that's
like
fine. I mean,
Kills.
I
I like
understand why people
Kills.
hated it. Like, because seriously, like when you watch that, like when I watched that film, like and saw some of the decisions they made, I was like, "Oh, fans are gonna be
Wow.
mad as hell."
Yeah.
But look, I liked it enough. Like I can just enjoy the film enough for as I don't really look at it as a Halloween film. I kind of look at it as kind of a spin-off is what they do.
Oh God,
Of
Tyler just reminded me. I mean, I love Ellen Burstyn as well. I love her.
But that's a bit much though. That's a bit much.
I don't know
Like
how her and Regan how they gonna make it. They
your
better
boy
start
sucks
filming.
cocks in hell.
Are they gonna film fast again? Like they better rush. I don't know how
I think Ellen
Ellen.
Bernstein's a little bit too old to be in this movie. I'll tell you that.
Like
Like a
they
little
need
bit
to
too
just
old.
put her in the first one and that's it. Probably. Like I don't know. They need to just because we're not gonna possess Regan again. So
Nope,
who's
we're
gonna
not
get
doing that again.
possessed? So just are they gonna come to her for advice or what? Like I don't understand. Again, The Exorcist is another one. It's like we have a classic, obviously one of the best horror films ever in the first one, and literally zero of the other ones have been good. Not another single Exorcist movie have I liked. I thought they have all been terrible, other than The Exorcist. So I don't know how you
Wow.
do a
Okay.
reboot.
I actually I actually just watched The Exorcist 3 for the first time, and
And you
I
like
actually
it?
really liked it. Like,
Okay, I mean,
but look,
I don't feel you.
because like I've seen the original Exorcist, but I skipped the second one and watched
Well,
Exorcist 3.
I mean, you're not missing anything with The Exorcist 2. I mean,
I'm
oh,
sure
it
I'm
is
not, because
really
it's like
bad.
I heard it was bad.
Horrible. Like,
Because I remember last October I did a Omen marathon, like where I watched I rewatched the first film and then watched the 3 sequels for the first time, and then I
okay.
rewatched obviously the remake. That was a slog, dude. That was a slog to get through.
It's another
But
series. Why do they keep making Omen movies? They're all terrible other than the first one.
I adore the first Omen. That is one of the best horror films. Two, Damien the Omen 2 I thought was fine.
Okay.
3 is, yeah. I mean, but Sam Neill definitely carries the movie for sure. 4 is one of the worst films I've ever seen in my life. The remake is just like the Psycho remake. I mean, technically it's a good movie, but because it's exactly the same, but there's no point in ever watching it because you have the original.
I mean, yeah, so I hate it. No. Like I
That's what
hate Psycho. I hate that Psycho remake too.
that Psycho remake. Oh my god, Vince Vaughn should not have been cast as Norman Bates.
Horrible. Absolutely
But
horrible.
I was gonna show you that because I have the collection of the Omen films.
Nice.
But guess what? It doesn't even have the 4th film.
Oh, they said this is too much. No, thank you.
Because it has the Omen, Damien Omen 2, Omen 3, The Final Conflict, and then the remake. So I was like, you know what? I'm good. I'm good with that. Because I hate the Omen 4.
Horrible.
Because I swear to God, that film was seriously made for the worst direct-to-video budget. Like, it looks that bad. Like,
I will say, I mean, okay, so we talked about Scream. I've liked the new Scream, Scream 5 and 6. I'm liking the reboot that we're doing with Scream right now. I'm on board. I loved that new Hellraiser that came out last year. I thought that was really good. I loved it. So I'm like,
I loved
all
it
right,
too.
I'm on board with Hellraiser coming back right now. Let's keep it in the same plane. Again, Halloween, it started so strong. For me, it tapered out. So we'll see how some of these other genres go. But we still got Jason and all Jason in limbo. Has he found a home yet? Have we figured out what to do with his rights yet? I don't know.
No, we have not. Apparently not. But
we'll never go figure out what to do. I know they're itching to make one, but
yeah, apparently so. But yeah, Tyler does kind of have a point though. Horror fans love evil children. I guess that's.
I mean, that was basically Megan earlier this year. I know she was a doll, but she was an evil child doll.
That was a good. That was a good movie though. I'll give you that.
Megan. I loved it.
Really enjoyed that. Like, I really liked it, man. Like, I was gonna see it opening weekend, but then I had other plans, so I didn't. So I waited a few weeks, and that was good. Like, for most of the film, I had the theater entirely to myself.
Oh.
But literally during the third act, I think it was the hallway scene, like when Megan's dancing and then chasing Gemma's boss down the hallway, which she's just walking, and it's like it's so fun. It's funny just thinking about a little person going on a rampage like that. It's so funny. This family walks in and sits in the second row.
Oh.
And I was like, it's at the third act. I don't know what you guys are doing here.
Yeah, you're a little bit late.
But for most of the film, I had the theater to myself, so that was a good time. Well, let's see. Freddy's still locked away in the boiler room too. Yep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe that serves them right after that remake that they did was so terrible. Maybe they need to keep Freddy locked away still a little bit longer. No, actually, I need a new Freddy movie, so that's not like the last Freddy Krueger we get. Because that remake, oh my God, is so wretched. I hate it so much. Honestly, if we're speaking on it, Friday the 13th has one of the better reboots. Because I thought
that is a
Friday
good remake. I'm not gonna lie,
fun.
it's a good remake. But you're gonna be mad at me again. But I'm gonna be honest. I enjoyed the Nightmare on Elm Street remake.
Oh no!
I'm sorry. I like it. I mean, look, I can technically understand it's not a good film, but I understand that it's not really a good film. But I just like to sit because like I like the new directions that they took it in. So
Okay.
but look, I'm
glad somebody liked it.
I'm not gonna come at you for not liking it because I know everybody hated that movie, and I understand why. But
Yeah,
just
I'm glad somebody liked it.
and just so you know, I don't like every movie though. Just keep that in there.
You got
Oh God.
tomatoes are being
Oh
thrown
God,
now.
Tyler's throwing tomatoes at me. This is my channel, bitch.
Got the tomato thrown.
Well, you got okay. So, Tyler, stop. Why you got why do you think I should shut it down, Tyler? Because I said I enjoy Nightmare on Elm Street, dude. I just liked it. Watch. He's gonna tell me shut down the stream now because you enjoy Jeepers Creepers Reborn. No, I don't.
Oh, I was about to be like,
That film was rough.
No, I skipped it. I couldn't deal with that new Jeepers Creepers, and everybody had it on their worst
Larry,
list. So
Larry, you're a smart man. You are a smart man.
I was like, no,
that film was awful.
No.
And because plus the thing is, that thing was only exclusive to Fathom event screenings. It was the same thing with Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. So it costs more for a Fathom event. $20.
No.
Be like, because it'd be like I had to pay more to see Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey than I did to see the Super Mario Brothers movie. But guess what? I've already given my money to Super Mario Brothers movie twice. So
okay. I mean,
and it's deserved. It's deserved for the money.
It's on its way to $1 billion. So
it's getting close, man. Hopefully,
it's gonna happen this weekend. I think.
I'm so ready for it to get there, bro. Like, I'm so excited.
Look, past even just Mario, Illumination, they know how to make hits. Just is what it is. The Minions last year was just under $1 billion. I mean, they know how to make money at Illumination. So
push those to the side. Those don't count.
We can hate on their movies, but that studio knows how to bring in the cash. And you couple that with Mario, it was a done deal. It was over. They were making money.
but Mario was that's like how do I say this? Like, I don't think it's even like any contest for me. Like what's the best Illumination film? It's easily going to be the Super Mario Brothers. Like, it's no contest. Because you should know me by this point, but I'm a big Mario guy. So,
your avatar on Twitter,
my avatar on Letterboxd, and also one of my avatars on Instagram.
There you go.
Biggest Mario fan that you'll ever see on here.
Pokemon is my Nintendo property.
What do you think of Detective Pikachu?
I love Detective Pikachu.
There you go. That was a good movie.
Yeah,
and I'm a big Mario and Sonic guy, and I love those Sonic the Hedgehog movies.
Yeah, they're fun.
Those were good.
We're in a good place right now for video game properties with The Last of Us, Mario, Sonic, Pokemon, Pikachu. We're finally feeling like, okay, maybe we're getting the hang.
We're starting to get good video game movies now.
Yeah, because so many terrible ones. Maybe we're finally turning the corner.
Hopefully we do, because yikes, we've had some bad ones in the past. But anyways, my ticket for Jeepers Creepers Reborn was about the same cost as the VFX. Clearly, because most of the film, even outside, is filmed completely on a green screen. Yeah, don't make the movie if you're gonna have that kind of crap. But yeah, we're almost an hour in. I haven't even gotten to the questions yet. But again, blame my dad. You can just blame my dad for that, because he kind of wasted my time.
Oh, parents.
Yeah, but it is what it is. But first question is that I can remember. So I can see that. So you know that you've actually met some celebrities in real life.
I have.
Who's the coolest one that you've met so far?
Some of the funnest ones that I've gotten the chance to meet. There's been a lot of really cool ones, because most of them I meet them at conventions. So the process is pretty quick to move through, but sometimes you get celebrities who are just like really awesome and down to do poses or, do silly stuff with you for your photos and stuff. So Tom Holland was really fun. He was really nice. He was very friendly to everyone.
I love that
Um,
man.
Behind me, you see this is Ewan McGregor. He also was
Hold on, let
like
me put
down.
right there. There it is.
Yeah, there's Ewan right here. We were both wearing "Hello There" shirts, and he
My
also was really
guy.
cool.
He's my guy, bro. I'm telling you. I really want to meet him so badly.
Yeah, and he started doing more conventions. Tessa Thompson was also really cool when I got to meet her. She was one looking stylish. So that's the next part about these celebrities. Some of them come, they're gonna be standing all day, so they kind of look a little bit, they're like, I'm gonna be comfortable. But some of them come fashion, and Tessa Thompson had the look. She made sure she was looking like stylish for her pictures.
For
And
sure,
so
man.
she was a lot of fun. Chris Hemsworth was really nice and
As
fun.
as literally what Tyler just pointed out in the comments.
Yeah. So it's been recently I met like Ben Barnes, who was
Ooh,
awesome. So yeah, there's been a lot. Giancarlo Esposito is really, I think he's
Gus
maybe
Fring himself, dude.
he might be getting sick of like everybody being like bringing their little Grogu's. But I was doing like keep away with Grogu in my picture with him, but he was awesome too. So
Need a
most of them
Gus
are
Fring bobblehead
cool.
if I want to meet Giancarlo. I need a Gus Fring bobblehead.
Yeah. He also gets a lot of people wanting them to like pretend he's putting a knife to their throat and stuff. So he's always a villain. So he's got to villain it
I
up
mean,
in
he was
his
the
photo.
villain in Breaking Bad. He literally played one of the drug lords of the Mexican
Yeah.
cartel, Gus Fring. So, AKA greatest show of all time. I will take that to my dying grave.
I haven't seen it. I'm sorry. I know.
Oh no, Larry! Oh no!
I have a lot of TV blind spots, I have to say, and that's one of the big ones.
You gotta
Mm,
watch it soon, man. You really do. Like,
yeah.
I don't think Bryan Cranston gives a better performance than what he did as Walter White in that show. Like,
Yeah. I mean, that's his
and
bread and butter.
as, even Aaron Paul in that show as Jesse Pinkman, like,
Yeah.
fantastic. And then of course, who else? And of course, Giancarlo Esposito as Gus Fring. I love that man. Like, but I'm not going to spoil what happens. But there's a pretty awesome scene involving him in season 4. So
I heard it ends well, which is always my big scare with shows. I've been traumatized by Game of Thrones. The bad endings have scarred me. So, but
oh
I heard Breaking Bad
no.
ends very well. So,
Breaking Bad just ends so satisfyingly. Like, you just
yeah,
feel satisfied with that ending. But
everyone
Dexter, on the
seems to
other
love
hand,
it.
Dexter ends badly twice.
Yeah, don't mention Dexter around Tyler. He still has PTSD
Oh,
after
what did
that
I just
last
do?
uh, especially after they brought it back just to end it, maybe even worse, I heard. So,
They
yeah.
did. I mean, but that does not make me like hate Dexter
Mm.
because I tend to morally look at the good stuff, like, instead of
Okay.
just thinking back at like the really bad stuff, like in season 8, the final season,
Uh-huh.
and then or obviously the ending of New Blood, which basically kind of ruined it for me. But I morally think of like seasons 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7. Like, those I think are the best seasons.
Okay.
Like, 7 I think is an underrated season. A lot of people don't like season 7.
I haven't seen Dexter either.
I can kind of see why. I mean, it's a pretty mixed show, I'll tell you that.
I have people who love it, but once again, I heard it ends terribly, so I'm not going to even start it. Nope, I'm
Yeah.
good.
Showtime will never get another dime out of me because of Dexter. Oh God, Tyler. Well, hold on a sec. Sucks for you, buddy. Because
Oh my. No.
I got them all.
I heard that they had the audacity to release that New Blood on Steelbook even.
I saw that Steelbook, but I just have the normal slipcover for New Blood.
Yeah.
So, but I actually do want that Steelbook though, because that Steelbook is sick.
No, I own every season of Game of Thrones except for 8. I refuse to buy it. I was like, I will not buy season 8 of
Well,
Game of Thrones. I'm sorry.
again, it kind of sucks for you, buddy. I have the complete series because
I have House of the
that was the
Dragon.
oh, make me pull out everything because I have it too.
I have that, but I refused. I couldn't. Out
But
of morality, I refused.
But I love this cover, dude. This cover is awesome.
Amazing. Yeah, that I bought the steelbook for that one because I was like, this is too beautiful. I need it.
And great show, by the way, too. I mean, thankfully, it was a prequel to Game of Thrones. Otherwise, I'd be very left behind. Like,
well, if it was a sequel, I wouldn't have watched. So,
right, that's what I'm saying. It was a prequel, so I got lucky.
Yeah, prequel. The book is done. The whole story is complete. I'm good. I'll watch. But if D&D or any of these other people got to make up the story, I'm good. I'm not gonna watch it. Like that Jon Snow sequel that they announced, I'm good. I'm not gonna watch. No, thank you.
Yeah, there you go. Because it's like, okay, you told me there, you're good. Just move it over. Like, let's see. What's another good show? Oh, this I actually think is a pretty interesting show that I don't think anyone really talks about. Black Sails.
Okay. Yeah, no, never seen
it. It takes place in the early 1700s, basically during the pirate times.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember who's in this. I kind of forgot who's in this. I think Toby Kebbell's actually in the show.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, 4 seasons. Good show. I'm not gonna lie, it's a good show.
Nice.
I didn't have much else to say about that. Just saying 4 seasons, good.
Perfect.
All right, let's see. Next question. So what was your worst theater experience that you've ever had, where it's like you have people around you just nonstop talking or going on their phones or anything like that that just completely annoyed you?
There was one a few years ago where somebody was talking. Thankfully, though, I had already seen the film. I do remember that. But a theater attendant had to come up, and I can't. Honestly, I haven't had too many. So I feel grateful because I feel like a lot of other people have like quite a few really bad ones. And I haven't, at least that stick to memory, I haven't had too many. There was one, like I said, these teenagers were talking. It was at Harkins, which is a theater chain here, and one of the theaters here that a lot of younger people like to go to in the area. And these teens were just talking through the whole thing. They quieted down though after the attendant came and told them something. So after that, it was okay. It just took a while for somebody to go tell the theater employees. But yeah, I don't have too many. So I'm happy about that.
Wow, I'm impressed actually. Like because
I'm like multiple times a week, every week. So for me to not have a lot of bad ones is pretty good in my book.
That's good, man. Like
yeah,
because I remember when my new theater opened. It opened last year. So the first like full week that it was open, like because it opened on the day that Multiverse of Madness was released. So go to May 13th. First full week it was open. I go to check out Firestarter in theaters, which I know that was a bad choice.
I thought
just because
it's okay.
Okay. Thank God, like because I thought I was going to be the fool that that I thought Fritzky was literally going to make fun or not Fritzky. Zach Goller was going to make fun of me for like because he had to sit through because he actually sat at home and watched it on Peacock, and I was like, that's what I should have done. Like, I should have either went and saw Multiverse of Madness a second time, should have saw The Bad Guys a second time, or hell, I should have just went and saw Fathers too. I would have had a much better time. But the thing was, there was like these students like that were towards the back row of the theater, and I could hear them talking like from right where I was sitting. I think I was sitting in the 4th row. So, and I could literally hear them talking, and one of the managers came in a few times to shut them up, but they don't listen. And I think one of the managers even escorted a couple of them out of the theater, and I was like, good riddance, don't come back. That's good. Because you're ruining the movie for me. Like, yeah. Because it's like I pay I pay the theater money to go see a movie that I want to go see. And seriously, if I hear you talking, it's going to get on my nerves.
Yeah.
So, but it was also during the previews of Evil Dead Rise. Like, this guy was also kind of talking to me, but at least we were cool with it. It wasn't like anything bad. So
yeah, get it out of the way during the previews.
It was during the trailer of Fast X, and after that the trailer was almost done, I literally like looked over to him and I was like, they need to stop. Like,
please,
they need to stop. Like,
we're begging.
Vin Diesel, just go back to the car shop, please.
Yeah, plus
we're begging you. Just go back to the car shop. Repair some cars for a living, dude.
Yeah, we're tired of this.
Okay. That might have been a little bit too harsh, but sorry. Let's see. But the thing was, I literally heard a couple of people shouting in the back.
Oh.
It was during the previews, but I was like, really? Was that called for? One was for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, which was the second trailer I got at Evil Dead Rise.
Okay.
Which, by the way, give it to me. I'm so freaking excited. Big fan of Indiana Jones.
Okay.
And then once the title came up, literally one guy, like, he was towards the back or something. He literally shouts this. What the hell is Indiana Jones?
Oh,
he literally shouts it. And I was like, really, dude? I think to myself, really? But then I also think to myself, have you been living under a rock? How do you not know what Indiana Jones is?
Hopefully he was trying to be funny. I don't know.
No, but he's probably an idiot. Doesn't even know what Indiana Jones is.
It could be that too. There's a lot of those around. Let's just be honest.
My parents showed me Indiana Jones when I was a kid, so I basically kind of have that knowledge.
Yeah.
And the first trailer I got was for The Little Mermaid, but don't worry, it was only the teaser. I get every time I get The Little Mermaid, it's always the teaser.
Yeah.
So I get that trailer, and then once it gets after the title pops up, and then it slowly fades to Halle Bailey, someone literally shouts, "She's black!" And I was like, "Are you freaking serious? They can do whatever they want. Leave them alone."
God.
I hate people that do that. I heard him shouting.
Yeah, no.
It's ridiculous. What's a good one? I'm looking through some of my previews list because I keep track of all the previews I see in theaters.
Okay.
For each movie. How would you feel if I literally told you if I literally shouted for out of nowhere, say it was like the trailer for Cocaine Bear, if I literally shouted, was like, that shit's based on true events. How would you feel about that?
I just look at you out the side of my eye okay, well.
But then
don't do it during the movie. Don't do it during the movie, that's for sure. But
but then I get three guys that are literally just blabbing and texting throughout most of Avatar: The Way of Water. So that actually kind of ruined that experience for me.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to follow James Cameron's trope on Twitter, so I just sat there and was just like, okay, can they just shut the fuck up right now so I can watch the movie?
Yeah.
But thankfully I got through it and I don't have to relive that trauma anymore. That's actually also why I skipped Babylon in theaters.
It's another long one.
But then I literally hear in the first 6 minutes that an elephant is because from Cody Leach out of all people, he was like, he texts Sean Chandler because he's good friends with Sean Chandler. He's like, have you seen Babylon? Sean's like, no, not yet. And Cody's like, dude, I'm 6 minutes in, and elephant has already shit on a guy and to take his piss in a guy's mouth.
Yep.
He's like, awesome.
Yeah, great time.
It's a weird movie. Because those first few minutes almost made me turn the film off because I watched it when it hit Paramount Plus. those first few minutes almost made me turn the film completely off because I was like, okay, this is not for me. Like, but thankfully I pushed through the rest of it because thankfully I didn't have to go back to doing that for the rest of the 3 hours. Let's hit these comments here really quick. My boy Fritzky, my watch along co-host. What's up, buddy? What's up, my main man Luke, as well as someone I've known for quite a while at this point. Wow, okay, that's interesting.
Wow.
I actually did not even know this that he knew you for a while. That's interesting. Let's see. Another MVP right here, Mr. Zach Milne Talks Movies. What's up, Zach? My guy. Let's see. How would you feel if I told you one of the writers?
I mean, just solidifies what I already feel towards The Exorcist. I knew that writing team was trash.
Fuck that. Now I'm definitely not looking forward to The Exorcist.
No.
Nope.
Definitely not.
Let's see. But I think the trail, like one of the trailers I got the most at my theater. Let's see. It was definitely during. I think. Yeah, a lot of it was with Strange World. I got that trailer so many times.
Oh, really?
I know a lot of people's theaters didn't get that trailer a lot. I got that trailer a lot.
I didn't get it that much.
But I skipped that in theaters, though, luckily. That film was not good. But I think I should shut my mouth because...
Yeah, I don't mind Strange World. I think it's a little overly hated, personally. I think it's alright. It's not great. It's alright.
But I wanted to give it a second try. That's the only reason why I have it. So
okay,
and that's why I buy physical media, even if it's a film I don't like. If I want to give it a second try.
Sometimes I get tricked by the pretty covers or being a completionist. So I'll buy things I don't like just because I got to do it.
Example with the Alien films, so yeah, because of the Alien films, because I have Aliens versus Predator Requiem.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk about movies that you need to turn your brightness all the way up on your TV. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That film was bad. Here's a good question from Zach. What movie palette do you have? Because he sees that palette in the background.
Yeah, oh Lord, okay, Ghostface, chill out. You're good. This is Beauty and the Beast. We talked a little bit about it earlier. Yeah, because you got to watch out with the movie palettes because some of the films you love, you realize, their color palette's a little bit drab, a little bit boring.
Yeah, but I tried looking for one. I'm gonna be honest. I actually tried looking for one with the black foam, but then I was like, oh, it's gonna be morely brown and all that.
Yeah,
because you think about a lot of the color palettes that's mostly throughout the film because a lot of it mostly takes place in a basement.
Yeah, I pretty much went to the Disney section because I was like, I know that was
there you go,
colors, and I love my old school Disney movies. As I told you, Beauty and the Beast is one of my favorite movies of all time. So
there you go. The Filminator's in here. What's going on, Mr. Filminator? Let's see. Why, Zach? Why do you got to do this to me? Because he's one. Because
no,
I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it. No more BS. I'll tell you that.
Despite how much I hate this thing.
Yeah, no.
But dude, this lenticular slipcover got me. I love this slipcover.
It's a pretty cool slipcover, better than the movie itself.
I tried watching it. I think I tried watching it again back in August, and I couldn't. I did not even finish it.
No, thanks.
It is bad. So yeah, it was bad. So, anyways, let's get to this next question here. So let's see. You got 2 questions in. If there's one film that you're looking forward to later this year, if you could see it 2 weeks early, what would it be?
Oh, there's quite a few. I would probably go with. So some of my most anticipated, I'll just rattle them off. Are
All right, go ahead. All right, that'll
Across
work.
Across the Spider-Verse, I'm really hyped for.
Yes, sir.
Barbie, I am very hyped for, and
Oh man, Barbie.
probably Dune 2 are like my three most
Dude,
hyped.
I am so excited for Doom Part 2. Like,
So excited. I loved the first Dune. But if I were to say to watch one early, I'm leaning towards Dune right now, to be honest, out of the three. I think
yeah,
that's what I'm feeling. It's tough between that and Across the Spider-Verse on
I know,
which
man,
one,
but
but yeah.
because there's a lot of good stuff coming out this year. Like,
Yeah.
um, let me go. Let me see if I can go on my list. If I can find it.
Like I said,
Um,
Blue Beetle. I'm hyped for some Blue Beetle up in here.
there you go. That's my guy. Uh,
Oppenheimer, let's hope. I don't know. I've been hit or miss with Christopher Nolan recently, so, to be honest with you. So I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful.
I would probably say either Across the Spider Verse or Blue Beetle because
All right.
because I've already seen most of my top 10 anticipated of the year. I've already seen
Oh,
most of them.
okay.
7 out of the 10. I've already seen 7 of those movies,
Wow.
which were of course Dungeons and Dragons, Creed 3, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, Shazam, John
Oh,
Wick, Scream 6, and Super Mario Brothers.
yeah.
So the only 3 I have left are Blue Beetle, Across the Spider-Verse, and next week, guys,
And next
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Jacob, I am also really excited for Chicken Run too. I
Uh,
love the OG Chicken Run. I actually just love stop motion animation by and large as an art form. And I love the
yeah.
first Chicken Run. And they released that cast. I was like, okay, this cast is pretty
Yeah.
cool. I'm on board.
But I can't imagine all the work that they put into that. Like, I cannot imagine because I look at something like Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. I cannot imagine with what they did with that. Like, it's
Yeah,
crazy. Like,
I'm just glad that
like
we got another.
just move it up like this. Okay, take a
Yeah,
picture.
honestly, that's why I've gone on this. I've gone on this soapbox a lot recently, but anytime a stop motion animated film is made, like Pinocchio last year or whatever, really, I think it
And to clarify,
almost
Guillermo del
yes,
Toro's Pinocchio,
Guillermo's
the good one.
the good one. I really don't understand how they don't get nominated for best production design because the amount of work that has to go into crafting this world out of whatever it is that they have at their disposal is insane. Like they literally make
Yeah,
an
it
entire
is.
world as their production design. So I don't know. Animation still doesn't get the respect it deserves. I also think there should probably be at least one animated film nominated for Best Picture every single year. Like if you have 10 spots to fill up, one of those 10, almost actually, I would argue every year since they've expanded it to 10, should have been an animated film. So the fact that we still only have 3, Beauty and the Beast, Toy Story 3, and Up, that have been nominated for Best Picture is insane. Ridiculous.
I agree, man. Like, because I just pulled up my list of my ranking of all the best picture nominees this year, which I'm not gonna lie, it was a really good year for those best
Yeah,
picture nominees. Like,
it's solid.
that's mostly really good ones. Like, definitely my top 6 are the best ones. Like,
Yeah.
easily. But 7 through 10, actually I would really say 8 through 10. I'm kind of mixed on.
Okay.
Even though I really liked those movies, but I really don't think they needed to be in the category. Because let's see, I had Tar, Triangle of Sadness, and no surprise, but Avatar: The Way of Water. I honestly for just to kind of play it in your animation thing. I would have taken out Avatar and put in Pinocchio.
Me too.
And I'll be honest, I know. Look, if there's anybody that absolutely adores Triangle of Sadness, I respect it. But I would have taken that out and put in Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. For me,
It's pretty
honest with
high
you.
on my Best Picture ranking. It was pretty high, but
Good for you, man. But
I love Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. It was higher on my overall ranking, I believe. But
it's definitely my favorite animated film of last year. I mean, that took that spot at the very last second. Like, I did not even expect it to, because The Bad Guys was my favorite animated film for a long time, until we got Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Like,
DreamWorks just had a good year.
I mean, Disney did pretty good too, but they were really struggling. Like, because what did we get? We had freaking Strange World, then the new Ice Age movie. Ugh.
And then we had like Lightyear and Turning Red for Pixar.
I loved Turning Red, and I really enjoyed Lightyear. So
Lightyear was alright. It was. I mean, it's not bad. It's just kind of. I left feeling nothing from Lightyear. So.
yeah, I understand, and I understand why, but
I love Turning Red.
But I just don't understand all the hate the film has been getting. Like, I just don't understand it. Saying, "Oh, there's a gay kissing scene." Shut the fuck up.
That obviously, I think people are stupid for
they're absolutely.
But
yeah, they're just like, "Oh, hey, we're the idiot crowd." So
it's like literally a second in the film. Blink and you missed it. So there you go.
And then parents are
excited for Denzel Washington's Equalizer 3. Didn't they release a trailer for that at CinemaCon? Or did they just talk about it?
I think they just released it like today or something like that. I have no idea. But I really enjoyed the first one. The second one I'm okay on, but I'm actually kind of excited for the third film, because just as long as they can kind of go back to the roots of the first film, because the second one was a little bit too chaotic. But
I agree.
But we'll see what happens.
It's not majorly on my radar or anything, but I'm down. Pretty much anything Denzel is in, I'm going to be down to at least give it a watch. So,
and I'm going to be honest, after the past couple of years, anything that Nick Cage is going to do now, bring it. Because I really enjoyed Willy's Wonderland, loved Pig, loved Massive Talent, and I really dug Renfield.
Me too.
Renfield was so much fun. Like, even when he shows up as Dracula, man, I am Dracula. I just love his like just doing that. Now, let's eat. Like,
yeah,
that's actually. I think I might actually do that for Halloween this year. I might dress up as Nicolas Cage as Dracula.
Oh, okay.
Because I just loved him as Dracula. I mean, he's not in the film for very long. Spoiler alert, but
yeah.
But man, does he make an appearance as Dracula, because I kind of feel the film is more like a character study on Renfield.
Yeah.
So and I love character studies. So
yeah, no, I liked Renfield quite a bit.
Yes, I do think the mob subplot was unneeded, but Ben Schwartz was still funny. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Ben Schwartz
it doesn't
still
kill the film for me. I still had fun. So.
I mean, come on, guys. Like, Ben Schwartz was hilarious. Because I mean, even like when he's like yelling and stuff like that, you hear his voice as Sonic, basically. Like, you hear it.
Oh, poor Ben Schwartz.
He didn't deserve to go all the way that he did. Just kidding. Just kidding. He was a dick. So
yeah, it's terrible.
Mr. Jacob Hubbard, my guy. What's up, Jacob? It's been a minute, but let's go. Well, we got Larry. Yep, I got Larry for this one. and thank you, Jacob. You're the best, bro. You're the best. You couldn't have skipped them. Oh no, Morbius.
No.
We were literally just talking about that, and yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and move on with my life.
For the best.
But then, like, for the last few times, I think before that, I kept getting the Sing 2 trailer for a little while.
Oh, okay.
I got that with Eternals, Ghostbusters Afterlife, Encanto, and Spider-Man No Way Home.
Nice.
Yeah, they marketed the crap out of that movie. Like,
it's Illumination. Again, they're gonna make sure that you know about their movies.
Yeah, I gotta say though, I have it, but I still haven't seen it.
It's solid. It's good.
I haven't. I mean, I really like the first film though, but for some odd reason, I still have not seen the sequel.
Yeah, sequel's good.
But then, what's the next one I got the most? I got I did get the Lost City a few times.
Okay.
That trailer did not look good to me at all the first time, like, because I was like, this does not look funny. Because I got that it's Scream, Jackass Forever to clarify, and then Uncharted. And I was like, oh boy. But the few times I've gotten the Batman trailer, I was like, give it to me. Bat nipples.
Yes.
I'm not trying to be weird, guys. I'm just saying, like, because seriously, look at some other people's reactions to that film. Like they say, "Oh, my bat nipples, feel them." Like,
oh my, okay.
I'm not even kidding you. Like, because of how good the film was, and I agree, the film was great,
amazing.
Yes. Let's see. I got the bad guys a few times, but I mean, of course, Lightyear I got a few times. Minions I got quite a bit, actually. I got Minions quite a bit.
Oh.
Again, I got that at
Illumination. They're gonna market.
Yep. I got it at the bad guys. Got it at my first round of Top Gun Maverick for some odd reason. Why would they literally put an Illumination film in front of an absolute blockbuster like that movie? Look, I'm not trying to wish failure on Illumination, but seriously though, with the Minions though, come on. Got it in front of Bob's Burgers, which is not surprising because Bob's Burgers is animated. Because believe it or not, all three trailers I got were both kids' family animated films in front of Bob's Burgers, which that was one of them. I also got Paws of Fury, which thank God was actually not too bad. Like, it was a lot better than I thought it would be.
I wasn't a fan. I'm sorry.
I understand why a lot of people didn't really like it, but I was surprised at how much I enjoyed it. Like, because I thought that film was going to be garbage from the trailers. It did not look funny. But I think I was just in a good mood by that day, the time I watched it. And but then of course I got the trailer for Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Because when I got that trailer though, it jogged my memory because I was like, they making another Puss in Boots? Who asked for this?
Yeah.
Let's see. I also got it at Lightyear, of course. And for some odd reason, I got it in front of the Black Phone.
That's very strange.
You could have given me another good horror film that was coming. Why couldn't you give me what's a good one? Smile.
Yeah.
Why could you give me that in front of the Black Phone?
Yeah.
Not Minions. But thankfully after that they promoted a Universal horror film, which was Nope.
Yeah. There you go.
So thankfully. But it was the second trailer, which gave the entire movie away.
Yeah, I didn't want. That's why I try to avoid too many trailers.
That's why I avoided that second trailer for Shazam! Fury of the Gods, because I heard that trailer gave everything away.
Yeah, I avoided it too.
And I think that's why I was able to enjoy the film more than most people did, because I avoided the other trailers. So, because I only saw the Comic-Con trailer and that was it. That was the only trailer I watched out of Shazam 2.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah, I think I saw the first trailer. The cameo was still spoiled for me because, again, even if I avoided the trailer, people had pictures and Twitter. It's impossible to avoid everything when you're on Twitter. So, but yeah, I mean, I avoid trailers for as long as possible.
Yep. And then now on to Strange World, which started from Lightyear, of course, because it was a Disney movie, so no surprise.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got it in front of Minions, no surprise.
Yeah.
Got it in front of Thor: Love and Thunder, again, not a surprise.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, naysayers, but I really liked Love and Thunder.
Oh, me too. So we're on the same page on that one.
Thank you. Thank you. I got it in front of Where the Crawdads Sing, which was actually kind of a strange choice.
Oh, okay.
Let's see, what else? DC Super Pets, not surprising.
Yeah.
This was kind of a strange one, though. No pun intended, actually. I got that trailer in front of Bullet Train.
Okay.
My theater is weird, I'll tell you that. But here's the weirdest one, though. Here's the weirdest one. I got that trailer in front of Bros. look, I know Disney supports the LGBTQ community, which I totally get. But why would they put the trailer for that film in front of a raunchy comedy about two gay men?
Oh, no idea.
But thankfully, the next one kind of made up for that, even though it was nothing related to Bros. But the next trailer they showed kind of made up for it, which was Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves.
Oh, okay.
I was really excited for that movie.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, me too. I thought it was a lot of fun.
Let's see. Got it in front of Lyle Crocodile. No surprise. And then I got it in front of both rounds of Wakanda Forever.
Oh.
And again, for some odd reason, I got it in front of The Menu. That was, again, very strange.
Very weird. I agree.
Because, I know The Menu is under a company from Disney, but The Menu is a completely different movie.
Yeah.
But I think the coolest trailer that I got in front of any movie, I think it was with Black Adam, actually. It was when I got the trailer for Violent Night.
Nice.
And thank God that film was good.
Yes. It was another one. A lot of fun.
Bring on that sequel. Bring on that sequel. I think that film deserves a sequel. Because if you've seen that film, and especially when he fights a lot of the mercenaries in that shed, man. I think he gets one of them through a snowblower.
Yes.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's brutal.
But I kind of felt like that was the point, though.
Yes.
That was so good, though. Let's see. The trailer I've gotten the most this year, though, I think it might be. It's actually going to be kind of a tie, actually, believe it or not. With, of course, the Super Mario Brothers movie, but every time that MPAA came up, it said rated PG for action and mild violence. Every time that came up, I was like, oh, it's Mario! I was so hyped. And again, spoiler alert for anyone that has not seen the movie. When they introduced Donkey Kong in the film, instant laugh. Because the way he comes out, and literally plays the DK rap from Donkey Kong 64. And I was like, oh, they did not just do that.
Yeah.
It was like, that's what they came here for. Dancing pecs. I don't care what anybody says, but Seth Rogen was a really good casting choice to play Donkey Kong.
Yeah, I agree.
But yes, his voice just sounds like Seth Rogen, but that's the point. So, Let's see. Yeah, I did. I did. I buy bad movies, but who cares? It's my collection, so what are you going to do? Because, hey, I bought this freaking thing.
Oh.
But, again, my curiosity got the best of me, so.
Yeah, I saw it in the theater, so I guess not much better, huh?
But I still haven't seen it.
Oh, all right.
But I am going to be watching it a little bit later, though, because I really want to give the film a chance.
Okay.
Yeah. You get that's the thing. You never saw it because you can't see a thing in the movie.
Yeah.
You got that right. Yeah, very excited for Chicken Run 2 as well. Got that one already. Buzz Lightyear's Star Command movie is better. Okay. I think I know what he's referring to. It's the very much so 2D animated one with Tim Allen.
Yeah.
Leo! Freaking Leo! Geekly Goods! What is up, buddy? Long time no see. All right. Let's get to my next question here. What's a film that you feel like more people need to see? One that's that sticks out to you. It's like that no one talks about, and you don't feel like a lot of people have even watched. Anyone that you talk to.
So the one that jumps out to my mind that I really love is a little movie called Beach Rats that a lot of people hadn't seen that I loved. Another one, even though it was like a Best Picture nominee, is like Beasts of the Southern Wild. I feel like got swept under the rug.
I
Really,
agree.
ever since it did get those Oscar nominations, I feel like it doesn't get spoken about like at all. More recently, what are like some little tiny films that nobody talks about? Oh, okay, Jacob, let me listen.
You gotta go
I
watch Kings versus Warriors. So, okay. I think, is it
well, I
basketball
don't
guy
know.
or something?
I don't know who you're rooting for, but low key, I'm hoping the Kings beat the Warriors. So there's that. And then hopefully the Nuggets beat the Suns in 7 or less. I'll take less. I don't need 7. Go Nuggets.
Good one, Larry.
Yeah. So those are the two that come to mind just off the top of my head, at least.
Good answers. I mean, especially with Beasts of the Southern Wild, dude. No one talks about it. Like, it's such a good movie. Freaking Leo.
Oh, look,
Go King.
I always root for the Celtics. Sorry, it should be
Celtics.
their name should be Celtics. But Celtics, I'll let them have whatever. Not Gaelic, clearly not going by the Irish dialect. But I like the Celtics, so they're kind of who I root for in the East, for the most part. But
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just yeah,
But
for the
I
more or
think
less, I don't really care about the East all that much, if I'm being honest. But
fair enough, yeah. But I got one of them right here that no, I don't think anyone talks about. It's a film I actually have told you about. I think it was on one of your streams.
okay.
It's a little comedy called Sex Drive.
Oh yes,
I did tell you about this.
you did.
This okay. I'll give you just a little gist of this film. Like, so basically, Josh Zuckerman, this guy right here, is talking to this girl online, and he gets this message from her saying that you should meet her if he wants to lose his virginity. So he takes a drive with Felicia, played by Amanda Crew, and Lance, played by Clark Duke, to go to Knoxville, Tennessee.
Okay.
And hijinks pretty much ensue. Like, that's kind of the basic thing with those types of comedies. Hijinks will ensue.
Always. 100% of the time.
And it is a raunchy comedy, so I mean, it's look out for a whole lot of raunch. There's especially like a lot of gay jokes in the film, which I think were actually really funny.
Okay.
Like James Marsden, like he kind of acts like a big kind of like a homo to his brother. He's
Okay.
like he's I just find this so funny. Like, Ian, I'm gonna ask you this question. I want a straight answer. You queer? What? God damn it! I knew it. I didn't say anything. Exactly. It's like, Rex, I'm not gay. Dad thinks you're gay. I'm not. I told him I'm not. Ian, you're 18 and you've never had a girlfriend. That's when people wind up getting gay, you know?
Okay.
I mean, he can be right, but I'm not going to judge myself. I'm not going to judge that myself, though, because, I mean, I'm not gay. So, no offense to any gay people out there. No offense. But opening for a Nuggets versus Bucks finals. All right. That's interesting. Plus, Fallout Boy is in. That's actually true.
Okay.
But it's given in the trailers, so actually you do know that they're in the movie. So thanks Tyler, but it's not necessarily a spoiler, so I'm not going to say anything about it. What's another good one that comes to my mind? You can tell I have a big collection. I'm looking literally through like top to bottom. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Let me see. I don't know. this little fighter pilot movie called Red Tails.
Okay.
This is a pretty it's got more like the it's actually got a good cast. It's got Nate Parker, David Oyelowo, Elijah Kelly, Neo, Cuba Gooding Jr., and Terrence Howard.
I
Good
think
cast.
I remember seeing it. Yeah.
And I guess it kind of makes sense that it's on Disney Plus because literally Lucasfilm did produce this movie.
Well, there you go.
Because this film was executive produced by George Lucas. So there you go. That's why it's on Disney Plus. But that's definitely one of this one's it.
Uh-oh.
Running Scared with Paul Walker.
Oh.
No one talks about this movie. Nobody.
I've definitely seen that one, mostly because I love Paul Walker. So I saw a lot of his like little mid-grade, B-grade movies.
May he rest in peace.
Yes.
I would easily put this above Fast and Furious. Like in regards to his performances, this is easily better than Fast and Furious. Like, no question. Yeah, those are definitely some I could come off with the top of my head. But the thing that a lot of people compliment about me is that I like when they look through my collection, I have like these hidden gems and all that. Like that's something I'm good at doing is recommending movies to people. That's something I'm good at doing.
Nice. So, it's a good quality to have.
Thank you, Larry. Let's see. This might be an interesting question right here. If you could be one film character, who would you be?
One film character. I mean, I'm tempted to just say like anybody who's opposite Chris Hemsworth, because for obvious reasons. But I kind of want to say like Thor himself, probably. I don't know. I love Thor, so I also love Storm. I just don't think she's gotten the best depiction in the X-Men films, so that's why I would not choose her per se. But yeah, maybe Thor.
Yeah, Thor's definitely a good one. I mean, he's got those rock hard muscles, dude. Like, yes, but
definitely does.
But I understand like why people do complain about Love and Thunder because I can see why they do kind of turn Thor into an idiot. Like, but I kind of felt like that was the thing though because it was him getting back into shape after the events of Endgame. So
yeah. He's always been kind of a lovable himbo idiot type, so I don't know. I don't have too big of a problem with it, but
there you go.
Who knows? Maybe I should say Jane Foster though, for the sake of the thing
of the love interest. There you go. Yeah. But see.
Oh my God, Tyler.
Gabriel from Malik. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, man.
The icon.
I'm trying to think. There's so many good characters that I would actually want to be. Like, I would actually kind of say, I'd probably say Otto from A Man Called Otto.
Oh, okay.
Because then I can actually see what it's like to really be that grumpy. Like, because
that's not much of a that's not much of a stretch for me. I'm pretty grumpy, so
yeah. But if you think you're grumpy, dude, you never met Otto Anderson, dude, because he is grumpy as hell. Like anything that you might say wrong to this guy, he's gonna just fire at you back. Like, man, it's so good. Leo's just picking on you. So let's see. Cineview, what is going on, my friend? Says you have to see Chevalier. It's totally Oscar worthy. Kelvin Harrelson Jr. deserves an Oscar nomination for Best Actor. It's one of my favorite movies of the year so far. Nice. I think I didn't get that, unfortunately.
I think I'm going to go next week because it's still going to be playing at one of the theaters that's really close to me. And since hopefully I'll already have seen Guardians, thanks to that like preview day. and I hope to check out Chevalier because it looks good. I also, spoiler alert, I was a music major in college when I first started, at least tuba and baritone, a euphonium. So any type of musical movies always interest me, and I love Calvin Harrison Jr.
What a coincidence, actually, because when I was in middle school and throughout my high school marching band, I was a baritone player.
Nice.
What a coincidence.
Yeah.
As soon as you said that, I was like, I have to tell you that. Like,
low brass, baby. Low brass.
Yes. Root for the low, always root for the low brass.
Yeah.
But here's a funny story. I remember when I was in marching band, like we always had the sousaphones, which is obviously the tubas. Like we would our band conductor would always give us chants to do before we actually go out and march. They always did the funniest one. Like the sousaphones always did the funniest one. Like, give me an ass, give me an O, give me an sousaphone. This on 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, all right. I gotta calm down the laughter before I say it, because it cracks me up every time they do that. Every time they did that, it's like 1, 2, 3, penis.
Oh, all right.
Because we had like it was during one show that we did for a couple years, where we had like these things that we had wrapped around our waist to have our plumes in, like to put in our shakos. So I kind of see why they did that, but every time they did it, it always made me laugh. Because
that was like one of the benefits of being a tuba is you didn't have to wear the plumes. We just had little berets.
Yeah, you guys had like little berets, like stuff like that. Yeah, that's yeah, like good benefit though. I'll give you that, because sometimes the shakos were just too tight on my fucking head.
Yeah.
But
I also hated like actual sousaphones. I like the bazooka tuba that you like hold right here and then threw up on your shoulder. I preferred those to sousaphones personally.
that's actually what most of them were using at the time. Like,
yeah.
But at the same time, it's like
they were heavy, but I liked them.
I think I remember at one time when we had to like do like a band picture and stuff like that. I actually had to hold one of those because I was one of the tallest people like in the group, so I had to stand in the on the second floor and had to hold that, and it hurt my shoulder a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll tell you that much. It's kind of the yeah, it was interesting. So that I'm kind of glad I didn't do that during my band years, because my shoulders would just be dead tired like every time, like after we got done, because then it would be like we go in somewhere to go get something to eat, and it's like I can't move it well. Like,
yeah.
But it is what it is. But let's see. So one of your biggest things that you're known for on your channel is doing reactions. So
yes.
What do you think was what are some of your favorite reactions that you've done? Like like ones that you've worked on?
Yeah, so reactions, I used to not do like any, including trailer. I still don't really do trailer reactions, but no, some of my favorite ones I really enjoyed. We were just reminiscing about this actually, doing WandaVision with Hannah, particularly because Hannah was like such a hot mess. But the show was just so fun to react to and experience for the first time. So I loved doing WandaVision. For films, I really liked my reaction to, let me see, last year that I felt like I had some fun film ones. Turning Red was a lot of fun to react to. And there's some horror ones. Like I actually really liked I thought my reaction to Malignant was a lot of fun, or Halloween Kills was a good time and a fun reaction to do as well. Horror films, I don't know, they're fun. They give good content for reaction.
They always give the best content for reactions. Like they always do. Like because I don't usually do reactions. I morely do watch along. So basically, like we get to watch the film, but we still get to do reactions, of course, like obviously for the views.
Yeah.
So I remember so it was the first like day of the year, this year specifically. Um our first watch along we did was for Terrifier 2. And
Okay.
and it was actually my very first time watching the movie. Like, because my co-host really wanted me to watch it with him. Why? Why, Tyler? Why do you got to do this to Larry?
Lord, I still haven't seen either Terrifier or Terrifier 2. I've thought about doing reactions to them, so maybe.
I think you should, man, because those would like some of the reactions you would get out of even some out of those kill scenes. You'd be
Ooh.
golden, bro.
Ain't nobody
I'm
trying to react to no Jeeper Creepers, though. I'll tell you that.
no Jeepers Creepers Reborn. No reaction to that, please.
Oh,
Because I'm
ooh.
telling you, you're gonna be putting yourself through pretty much intense pain. Like seriously, just watch the Terrifier films. You're just gonna have a much better time.
Yeah, like some of the bad ones I've reacted to that were also fun. Like really bad movies can be fun to react to. Like, He's All That. Is that what they called it? On Netflix was wretched. But it was a fun reaction.
One
And
of the worst films I've ever seen.
horrible film, but a fun reaction.
You got
Also,
a good reaction out of it, but it's still not a good movie.
the first Dune, the Dune from the 80s, was also kind of fun to react to because I had never watched it before the first Dune or the new Dune came out. So I reacted to both of them. And the first one was kind of fun to react to. David Lynch ridiculousness.
It's bad, but
Yeah.
let's see. Yeah, I think I know what he means because you have a killer clown known as Art the Clown.
Mm-hmm.
But which
I heard
like,
they're
what are you talking-
brutal.
but wait a second there, Leo. Are you talking about are you talking about this freaking guy?
He's an icon now. He's a horror icon.
Because of this movie. That's the reason why he's a horror icon is because of Terrifier 2.
I know, and that movie made a lot at the box office for a tiny budget.
I mean, the first one was low budget too, so
yeah.
And for what they were able to accomplish with the low budget, dude, that's awesome. Like,
yeah. I always applaud low budget films, getting that money, getting their due.
Exactly. I mean, and plus, like, you give it to the film that deserves the money. Like, like Terrifier 2, it deserves the money.
I'm pretty sure a third one is on the way after how much money that second one made.
Of course, it's going to be on the way, my guy. Bring it to me.
Yeah. Well, I need to see the first two first, but
you did say they are brutal. Yes, they are. Like,
I heard they're brutal.
But just don't be eating anything while doing the reaction, though. I'll just give you that. Just don't be eating anything because there's going to be one scene in the film that is extremely gory. It'll probably make you sick. Like,
oof. I know. Tyler will probably kill me if I start talking about doing reactions before I post episode 6. It's already been too long. He'd probably go get real mad. But
we're screwing with you, Tyler. Come on, man.
I think the next reactions I'm hoping to do are like I think I'm gonna do Extraction 2 as a reaction this time. And then I was thinking about doing Peter Pan and Wendy, but I just don't know if there'll be enough there. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna do a standard review on it. So
yeah, I mean, I love David Lowery.
I do too. I mean, I liked what he brought to Pete's Dragon, and I adored A Ghost Story. Like that movie was fantastic. I really liked The Green Knight, and I loved The Old Man and the Gun. The Old Man and the Gun is fantastic, super underrated. But I'm still nervous, though, honestly. I'm really, really nervous about this. Skipped reaction.
Well, there. If Leo skipped a reaction, that's what. That makes me nervous.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I just think, I'm just worried it's not going to have enough content for a good reaction.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at something like, what's a good movie? If you look at something like, crap, my memory's jogging now.
Uh-oh.
if you look at something like Cocaine Bear or Renfield, like those would be great for reactions. Like
Yes. Yeah, Leo did a reaction to Cocaine Bear. It was a lot of fun.
I still need to check out that video, dude,
Yeah.
and pretty soon I am going to be doing a watch along of Cocaine Bear because
Okay.
that film was so freaking fun. Like, and pretty soon I also might do Renfield because
Okay.
but you might expect to hear a lot of laughing out of me with that movie.
Yeah. No, I had a lot of fun with Renfield.
Because every time it got to an action sequence and he just busts somebody open, it's mostly CGI gore.
Yeah. It looked good.
But at the same time, it still made me laugh so freaking hard. Like I could not hold my laughter for a lot of the movie.
Yeah.
What are your favorite movies from your favorite sports?
Oh. Okay.
I mostly watch hockey. Like a lot of the stuff I do watch, like in regards to sports, is mostly hockey because of my brother. I would say it's kind of a tie actually. Goon, D2 the Mighty Ducks, or Mystery Alaska are my favorite hockey movies. Oh wait, Miracle. I forgot about Miracle. I can't forget Miracle. I love that. I love Miracle.
Trying to think sports movies. I did really like King Richard, and I'm a huge Venus and Serena fan. I love,
and I did play tennis in school, so there you go.
Serena Williams is probably like my favorite, just general athlete of all time. I love her. So I did like King Richard. A League of Their Own is one of my favorite sports movies of all time.
Are you crying? There's no crying in baseball. There's no crying in baseball. No crying.
Yeah, so
and
sports movies, I usually actually like sports, but I know that they're tropey and they're all kind of more or less the same, but I usually have fun with them.
But I know it's not technically a sports movie, but it's kind of based off a sports brand. I got to go with Air. Like,
well, yeah,
Air is fantastic.
It was really solid. I'm like, yeah, because that's my problem is that I switch what my favorite sport is. I bounce around. I love them all. I watch all the sports almost.
And I was like, when it was coming out in theaters, I was actually really surprised my theater actually got the movie. And so it was the same weekend that Super Mario Brothers was released.
Mm-hmm.
But of course I had to see Super Mario Brothers first because look at me. But so yeah, I saw that opening night, and then I waited until Saturday afternoon to go see Air. And it was kind of the same experience I had with A Man Called Otto, where it was like I was in there and most of the theater was full of older people.
Well, yeah.
I know I know it was kind of directed towards an older audience, but it still made me feel so awkward. Like because I was like the only youngster there because I was like, this is awkward. Like,
yeah.
But thankfully I didn't like. But thankfully they weren't like talking throughout the film because it's kind of a thing that I kind of think that some old people will do is like talk throughout the movie.
Yeah.
Because there was this like when I went and saw Free Guy a couple years ago, there was this old couple that sat towards the back. And I could actually hear them talking, but thank God it was before the movie. I could hear them talking, and I was like, "Oh God, please don't talk throughout the movie. You're gonna ruin it."
Yeah.
But thankfully, they didn't have to because when it got to a certain cameo, no spoilers, I lost it. Like, if you guys know what cameo I'm talking, you guys know what cameo I'm talking about. Just say yes, I know. Don't put it down there because I don't want any spoilers for anyone that has not seen Free Guy. Which, by the way, if you haven't, why are you watching us? Go watch it. Please go watch Free Guy.
It's also a lot of fun.
Yep. Tyler.
Everybody's fun.
Those are more like childhood stuff. Like if I need to revisit my childhood, yes, I'll put on Air Bud. But I wouldn't say they're like the greatest sports movies because even when you get to some of the sequels, they are pretty much very cheesy. So
yeah.
So especially when you get to like Air Bud Spikes Back, which is the 5th film when he plays volleyball, very cheesy.
I never made it that far, so
I actually did not mind 7th Inning Fetch, which was the 4th film. I didn't mind that one actually. I mean,
Okay, cool.
the way that the villains go out, I thought was pretty funny. It was
I'm pretty sure I've
gross.
only seen Airbud, the very first one, and that's it.
It's gross the way that they go out, but it's funny because they drive their way into the mud of pigs,
Oh,
which is nasty. But
okay.
hey, that was my kind of humor growing up. Was mostly the kind of the gross out kids humor, which not farts, not farts. To
Oh,
clarify, like the
okay.
gross stuff, like being like food tossed, or like mud stuff
Yeah.
like that. That was my thing. Because if you even look at a movie like Max Keeble's Big Move, like some pretty gross moments in that movie. It's pretty gross. Like he gets tossed in the mud, he gets breadcrumbs on him, even gets put in a dumpster, which is nasty. And then he lifts up an ice cream truck with like a little whatchamacallit, because it's like a little claw that like grabs onto things, which is not, it's not like an arcade claw or anything like that. It's base and the plug is pulled in the ice cream truck, so it's melted ice cream. So, and he dumps it on, and basically when he pulls the lever back, the doors open and it literally pours all the melted ice cream on those guys. Pretty nasty, but again, those are the good old days. Like, and that was my type of humor growing up. I mean, I would mostly turn it away because it was gross, but I mean, hey, I miss those days.
Yeah.
Because what's the kind of gross out humor that we get nowadays with kids movies? Farts. And I'm like, well, look, I mean, if you look at something like Sonic the Hedgehog 2 or the bad guys, they're at least funny. Like, because the way that they do it is funny. Like,
Yeah.
because he has that like fake Sonic, and then there's like, oh, I ate too many Tilly dogs. And then with the bad guys, Mr. Piranha kind of has this thing like where anytime he lies, he farts. And it like and I can tell his farts really smell bad because hey, he's a piranha. Yeah, so Airbud plays. Yeah, I know, Tyler. Come on, man. Let's see. First one he played basketball, second one was football, third one was soccer, fourth one was baseball, and fifth one was volleyball. That's everything, dude. Like, yeah, I don't know. I kind of miss those movies too, actually, because those Air Buddies films were just all over the place.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I mean, the first Air Buddies was good. I mean, I enjoyed that one. And Snow Buddies I thought was pretty good too. But everything else, take or leave. Those are pretty much just take or leave films.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think I got one more question for you before we head out of here.
Alrighty.
What are some of your favorite film soundtracks? Like ones that, and to clarify, not score soundtracks, films that have like the best music that throw in there for you.
So I mean, obviously, with the new one right around the corner, Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one, has an amazing soundtrack. So good. Second one does too. Second one has a really good soundtrack, but I think the first one beats it out still the stronger of the two soundtracks. I thought Baby Driver had a great soundtrack.
Baby Driver's good.
Speaking of a newer one, I loved the soundtrack for Last Night in Soho. I thought I just adored the music and how it was utilized in that film.
Love that movie.
Like, look, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go old school. Well, old school, back to my childhood, because I wore this CD out back in the day, and it was the soundtrack for Coyote Ugly.
My mom loves that movie.
That soundtrack, all done by like Leanne Rimes, was so good in Coyote Ugly. So yeah, off the top of my head, those I'm like trying to run through my book, and because I still have a bunch of physical CDs. So I'm like trying to think of some of the physical CDs I have. But yeah.
Those are definitely some. Like the one that easily comes off the top of my head is easily Top Gun. Like,
okay,
easily,
it's a classic.
I know it's not technically a soundtrack, but for some of the songs that occur in the film are just some of my favorite rock songs of all time. It easily would go with the Super Mario Brothers movie, like
Oh,
because
okay.
they play No Sleep Till Brooklyn by the Beastie Boys, they play Take On Me by Aha, and Thunderstruck by freaking AC/DC.
Yeah.
How can I go wrong with that? Like, look, I know that's an issue that Illumination has, is putting a lot more um radio hits in their
Yeah.
soundtracks, which I get why, but for me, as long as they're good songs, like that ones that I can vibe with, then I'm
Yeah.
fine. Then I can give it a pass.
Okay.
One was, and it was easily with the Super Mario Brothers movie. Like I could easily give that a pass.
All right.
But I think also the DK rap was just the icing on the cake. Like seriously, DK Donkey Kong. Just the way that just Seth Rogen's just showing off. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, he's Donkey Kong, so of course he can show off. He's got the muscles.
Yeah.
Love that, man. What's another good soundtrack? Definitely for Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen. I'll give you that, because
Okay.
the soundtrack is good. It's got some good rock songs on there, but the film is awful.
I don't remember. I tried to just I blocked Revenge of the Fallen pretty much out of my memory. I don't even remember the soundtrack, to be honest.
Well, I know Avenged Sevenfold is on there, which is one of my favorite metal bands. Of course, Green Day is on there, so I was like, you know what? I have to put that on the list. Because you got Green Day on there, my favorite band of all time. Like anytime they're on a soundtrack, bro, instant yes. Yeah. What's a good one? Like the Jerky Boys movie. They have some. I don't think you ever heard of the Jerky Boys.
No.
Oh, so basically they were kind of put as music, but they basically do a lot of prank phone calls, put it on albums with characters, and they are hysterical. Like, because I saw their movie a couple of years ago for the first time, and a lot of the prank phone calls that they do are really funny. Johnny calls this Our Lady of Sorrows thing. Like it's like a hospital thing, I guess you could kind of say. He's like, "Oh, I've got hemorrhoids bad. My ass is killing me." Like, they definitely would seem like outdated jokes, but it was back in the 90s, so. But yeah, let's see. They have Green Day on there. They got a Collective Soul, underrated 90s band, by the way. Let's see. I don't really see a lot of Nirvana on soundtracks, though. Like, I don't see a lot of Nirvana.
I mean, let me just let my little fanboy out. I'll just say Crossroads, because I'm a huge Britney Spears person, and that is her movies. And got a lot of her music on there. Plus, like NSYNC.
Definitely playing I Love Rock and Roll on there, dude.
They do play I Love Rock and Roll in there, so there you go.
That's like the most memorable thing about that movie is her singing I Love Rock and Roll.
I'm surprised you've even seen it.
Well, it was given in the trailer, actually. I've never seen the film start to finish.
Oh, okay.
It was given in the trailers. So.
Very shocked.
It was given in the trailers, but I have not seen the film. I kind of want to watch it, though, because the funny thing is, that movie is from the same director as Billy Madison.
Yeah. Oh.
So how can I not?
I mean, that is true, Tyler.
I guess, but where's my Smells Like Teen Spirit? Where's my heart-shaped box? Come on, man. Where's my heart-shaped box?
No.
I like, if I was in charge of a soundtrack, I would actually put heart-shaped box in at least one of the scenes of a film. Like, but obviously it would be the chorus part, because that's the like one of the only parts of the song that like really gets going is the chorus.
Yeah.
Like. Beaches.
Iconic.
I don't even think anyone even likes that song per se. Like, that song is basically circulating as a meme, which I think is hilarious. Because I know if my friend Tracy is watching Nerdy Film Girl, shout out to you, my friend. She sent me this really funny video of basically where Keanu Reeves has headphones on, like I do now. and he's at a restaurant, like, and he's about to drink wine. He's like, and he's listening to Peaches by Jack Black, like
Nice.
Peaches, 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 Peaches. Jack Black was easily the show stealer of the Super Mario Brothers movie, for sure.
Easily.
I'm not threatened. Like, I love that. But I still really like Chris Pratt as Mario, despite how weird the casting choice was. He did a good job. Like,
He's fine.
I kind of felt like for most of the time I didn't really think it was Chris Pratt talking, like, because he
didn't distract me, so that's about all I could ask for. Is he wasn't a distraction.
If it was someone like what would be a good example? If it was someone like The Rock voicing Mario, that would be way too distracting. Like, like, I'll give you that. Like, that would be way too distracting. Or Nick Jonas or somebody doing that, or Tom Holland. No way.
Yeah.
I think Chris Pratt was honestly their best choice. Like, yes, despite how weird the casting choice was, I thought that was the best choice. Because I kind of feel like he was kind of providing a little bit of an accent instead of just being like full on just Chris Pratt talking. Like,
yeah.
Especially in the beginning when it gets to the commercial.
Well, yeah, for sure there.
That was funny. Him just doing that Italian accent. Are you tired of paying too much for plumbing? Mamma mia! And then out of nowhere, it's like, what about the accents? Is it too much? Too much? It's perfect! Wahoo! Yeah. And it was the voice actor of Mario.
Which is great.
That was a really funny cameo. So many Easter eggs in the Super Mario Brothers movie. So many Easter eggs. And if you're not familiar with the games, they're going to fly right over your head.
No.
Because I played quite a bit of old school Mario games, so I actually did get a lot of the Easter eggs.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm a full on geek. So.
So most of us here are. It's okay.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, with Mario stuff, like, I'm just a full on geek.
Yeah.
Like, because even when when you look at Donkey Kong's card, he's got rocket barrels on there. Like,
yeah.
I definitely geek out with that movie. Heart-shaped box for Saw 10. Oh, they don't need to make any more Saw movies. Seriously, stop with those.
Yeah. Maybe it'll be good. Hopefully, maybe.
It better be good because I liked Spiral from a couple years ago, and I really like Jigsaw. So come on, Saw 10, be good.
Yes, we're begging.
Just begging you, please be good. Yeah. Like, it'd be like they announced like Cocaine Bear 2, and it's like, please be good, be silly, and be fun.
Yeah.
Like, because that's what Cocaine Bear was. It was stupid and fun. Like, very stupid though. It was very stupid. Like,
I mean, yes, but that's what you wanted walking into a movie called Cocaine Bear. So,
but the moment that made my theater just immediately just laugh out loud was the scene. Again, spoiler alert for anyone who's not seen Cocaine Bear. Which, if you haven't, while you're watching my channel, I'm kidding. I love you guys, but the scene that made my theater laugh out loud was it was at the station, like basically that little station in the woods, like that. What do you call it?
It's like a little park ranger.
Thank you. Yeah, the park ranger station. And she has one of the thugs was there, which is not the drug guys. I'm talking about like the guys that were in the bathroom. They're there, and the guy opens the door because the park ranger has her gun, and the bear's there. But what does she do? She shoots him in the back of the head, and everyone was like, like, I'm not gonna lie, that made me crack up too. But I was like, you idiot! You were supposed to shoot the bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you need a good stupid movie in your life. That's easily with Cocaine Bear. Like,
no.
That's a good. That was a fun movie. It's like turn your brain off, have a good time, watch a bear digest cocaine, and
Yeah.
yeah, you got something on your hands. Oh God. But rest in peace, Ray Liotta. Like
Yes.
what
R.I.P. Ray
when I
Liotta.
saw him in that film, it made me miss him even more. Like, cause seriously, like I got the Blu-ray for it. I just bought it like about a week ago. Look at that man.
Nice.
There he is.
Mm.
Rest in peace. Like, and something I think you might have noticed this on one of my other streams, but the sides of like the black and everything is all gloss and also a little bit around the cocaine. But the bear right here is a matte finish.
Oh, okay.
So on the slipcover. So
Yeah.
that was definitely worth the purchase for me. So
Ooh. All right.
did a bear just go in there?
Yeah, I think. I don't know what's going on, but
Hopefully the cocaine bear's not there.
yeah.
He'd be sniffing around looking for your cocaine.
He'd be
I know you
sorely
don't got any on you.
disappointed.
You better not have any on you because yeah, he'll be mauling you to death.
Yeah, it'll be a wrap.
But I guess that's going to be about it, guys. That is going to wrap it up for episode 9 of the Moviegoers Live Show. Thank you to everybody that was in the chat here tonight, and thank you, Larry, for being here tonight, man. It was a lot of fun.
Well, thank you so much for inviting me on.
Absolutely, and this will not be the last time that you'll be on the show, my friend, because what I have planned is if I get a repeating guest on the show, we'll just do a normal Q&A like I used to do, or we'll do a little movie trivia night, which will be the only time, time I will ever have multiple guests is during movie trivia night.
Okay, sounds good.
And you can bring your own questions too, like your own movie trivia questions for us to answer. Totally work for me. Like,
all right.
So yeah, but Larry, let everybody know where they can find you, my friend.
Yeah, you can find me here on YouTube at Chillyboy Productions, or you can find me over on Instagram, also Chillyboy Productions, and on Twitter at ChillyboyYT.
Absolutely. And go check out his channel, you guys. I left the link in the description below that goes to Larry's channel. So go subscribe to him, go give him some love, of course. And why not? Subscribe to my channel as well. Nearing in at 400. What are you guys doing to me? So if I can get there by the end of the summer, you guys, I'm counting on it. So let's try to get to 400 by the end of the summer. If you guys can get me there by then, our end of the year goal will be 500 subscribers. Hope you guys can get me there soon. So, and also smash that thumbs up for Larry and I, because it'll help us get our content out there, and it's also free. So why not? So, oh man, yeah, I got some stuff I got to do tomorrow, but you know what? This was a good little stress reliever for the night, because a little stressful in the morning, a little stressful earlier tonight, but when I had to leave for a second. But you know what? Getting to chat with friends sometimes, even during this show, relieves it all for me. So yes, thank you, Larry, for being here tonight, and not just, this is not going to be your last time on the show, it's also not going to be your last time on the channel specifically. Ooh. So because I might have some other stuff planned here, so we will see.
All right, sounds good.
Absolutely. So thank you, everybody that came in here tonight, everybody in the chat. Shout out Tyler, Zach, Leo, and Movies and Trains. Everybody that came into the chat, you know who you are. Thank you all so much for being here. And we're going to head out for tonight, guys. So hope you guys enjoyed this stream, and we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.